Laura is in transit. We're in transit. Mehru. You are in a. Maybe it was the Citadel. You're in the Citadel. It's a Citadel. It's a Citadel that it is a round tower, and for whatever reasons they built this tower wrong because they didn't build stairs.
That's a major flaw.
It is a major flaw, and you could just go out and probably leave, but there are huge, shadowy dragons that are flying around, breathing fire. The room is so hot and dry, and
Also a design flaw.
yeah, design flaw, and you're supposed to fight them, you think, maybe, but there was a point
In this heat.
there was a point where you actually felt like they'd given you a sword.
Yeah.
But it didn't make sense, and then it wasn't there when you tried to grab it, and and there's smoke and darkness and flame, and you're so thirsty.
Not a water cooler in this tower.
There is another thing that was left out of the
Yet a
design.
third design
It's a
flaw.
direct violation of workplace health and safety.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really
Is that anything?
What if there's a fire?
I will be talking to your architect.
And
Strongly worded.
To the White Star Line.
and it's weird because you've got a whole lot of weight that you're having to hold, and it's just bears you down, and you can't feel like it's unreasonable that you have to carry that much. And Arliss is talking and saying things.
Arliss is in my tower?
We can hear him anyway.
Your prince is in another tower.
Maybe he's nearby. He's talking. You can hear him talking and making lists of things and stuff.
He actually did manage to get a PA on the flitter, and he's hovering around outside. Come out with your hands up. It's
Due
mine.
tomorrow. PA on the flare.
But so it does feel like he's nearby,
This is just your engineering to-do list.
Um,
Really.
and
Probably.
you're just at that
That's
point.
in character.
It is.
Your throat is dry. Your tongue is sticking to your mouth. You're so thirsty, and Arliss is there, telling you about like setting up a tent, maybe.
I didn't say anything. You insinuated.
Time to go blame him.
Yeah.
And armies and Matthew's not. It's just troubles.
Arliss? Why are you in my tower? Are you here to slay the dragons? They're everywhere and it's
You
hot.
hear her say, "Arliss, why are you in my tower? I'm here to slay the dragons."
They're everywhere and it's hot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't want to set up a tent.
That's okay.
It's hard and I don't want to. I'm so thirsty, no water. Can I hear this?
Yes.
Yeah. Can we find a way to get you?
There's some water.
You get abruptly,
There's no stairs.
and abruptly you feel coolness on your lips, and there is And for a moment, you're able to swallow a little bit of water. And then she doesn't speak again. But you, as you have seen her song, at that moment it was as though the threads became very vibrant and bright, and then the fire around it blazes, and one strand after another snaps away until there is only one last single thread. And she does not speak again.
Holding very tight her hand. And,
There comes a knock at the door.
Cornelia gets it. It's your job.
And you open the door, and the High King is standing there.
Let's see.
Good hero.
He enters and says, I was told Arliss is here.
I think it was a good 60 seconds after Arliss here to stand on this face. It looks. I think the world expands just a little bit. Was it true? What? Can you save her?
The Elder Hospitaller believes that there may be a way that Mehru can be saved. We tried it. I tried. I failed. But I need to speak with you. Some people lurk better than others.
This is not in character. I'm anxious to see what's going on. But Cornelia is also lurking.
Which is really the point.
Arliss, could I have a word?
You both just said, oh wow.
Your pardon, Majesty.
Actually, Miss Christianis, I need to speak with him first. You can speak with him after.
Begging your pardon, Your Majesty, I have reason to believe that might be incorrect.
That I need to speak with him first and you need to speak with him after?
Yes.
There's got to be some advantages to being a High King. I don't know what they are, but one of them is getting to choose who talks first. Speak with him now.
I meant privately.
Your choice, Arliss.
I think he looks at Cornelia. Is there a way to save her?
Depends on what you think I say.
I don't think she has a lot of time. I'm going to stay with her. And if it's that important, and you can each of you 2 minutes when you leave the start. Cousin, please step out.
Lady Christianis, you're welcome to stay. Lady Christianis almost died of the plague. Her condition was much the same as the Lady Mehru here. Her life was saved. There is a certain way to save Mehru. A way that has been proven, and the living evidence of it stands right there. And I think she might have been about to tell you. The difference is I can tell you where it is.
Fortress Valentine. I'm very good at what I do.
Is that what you were going to tell him?
With a little more context.
Well, let me add my own context and then you add yours. The Pallant Knights will not approve. The Elder Hospitaller will not approve. You need to count the cost. If you do this, if we do this, General Christianus and the Pallant Knights will not stop until you and I are dead. And likely Mehru too. The Count Sereno had to die, as far as Christianus was concerned. However, it is shadow. But I do not know of another certain way to save her. Everything else is a maybe, a hope for. And I have tried them. And I have failed. Add what context you will.
If you save Mehru that way, she will wish that she had died instead. I can promise you that. My uncle thought he was laying down his own life. Well, he also laid down the lives of 3 men who didn't sign up for it. Would Mehru take this deal? No, you already talked her out of it because you knew it was right.
Is there, basically, I would like to make on that strand that you're talking about. I don't know if it would be perception, resolution, ingenuity, whatever you want, but from what I can tell, is it delicate enough that any tampering
It is a single strand. It's delicate by nature. I would say, simply put, if you have an idea, either the idea will work or it will kill her. You don't have the luxury of Dr. House, who tries solution after solution after solution after solution until one works. Whatever solution you find, if she is to live, it will have to be the working one on the first try.
So we're at Cornelia. I made a promise to not to let her go. And I kept it. I don't know if keeping it will make the world a better place or a worse one. But I promise to do everything I can. And I think I have one chance. Is there a better way? Is there a way that we know?
There's one chance we can try. It's Quivendir and Lorcris.
Has it done it before?
You haven't tried it before.
But if you asked if it has been used to heal before, the answer is no.
I texted Alicia a moment ago that she responded. It's what, 1:30 in the morning, 2 in the morning?
Oh my goodness.
It's Alicia.
I know, okay. I don't know. At this point, I'm assuming nothing has woken me up besides this, right?
No.
Okay. I'm like, except I should have, I don't know, I rolled well, so I'm going to say I either am awake or I wake up.
Okay, the message said, Mehru needs the letter for Arliss. Do you have it?
Yes.
Can you get it? And I'll put Arliss on the line.
Of course.
I walk over and hand my halo to Arliss.
Okay.
My dearest Arliss, today is our wedding day. It's been a long time coming and not without its obstacles, but I want you to know that I would do it all again. Moreover, I would wait longer and endure even more hardships if at the end I could be your wife. In just a few hours, we'll close a chapter of our lives so that we may welcome something new together. I can't help but think of the incredible grace the Lord has shown to us both that's brought us to where we are now. You already know there was a time that I cursed coming to the realm, that my pride bade me to seek power, and yet my coming to the realm was the path that led me to the church and to the hearing of the gospel for the first time. The Lord used my sinful pride for his own glory as well. How was I to know that the boy who warned me of a shadow would become the man who would become my husband? And that was only the beginning. And then there's you, my love, who trusted so few. You were content to be trouble, party of one, until you allowed a party of two. And now you lead armies, fighting to end the injustices we've witnessed, and those we can only imagine. I am endlessly proud of you. I see now what I could only guess at before, that Christ our King has orchestrated our lives in every way and according to his purpose. And if this is true of our pasts, it must also be true of our future. I have many prayers for us, but the one I pray most often is that we will accept with humility the path he sets before us, whatever it brings. Especially the humility bit, since it's clearly what comes so naturally to both of us. Well, I could go on, but one last thing before I go. You are my companion in mischief, my friend through many dangers, the knight of my heart, and the light of my life. I love you with all my heart. Mehru, Aldan, Aquila. P.S. I'll be the one in white.
I see you could die like this. What's wrong with watching?
She worth staying true for.
She always said she thought it was great. It's never brave. I just didn't fear dying. I always risked the least valuable thing, and that was always me. It's something I don't want to do.
Arliss, to you, to her, you are the most valuable thing. If you give up yourself, you are rejecting her, her judgment, her trust.
It is a reality that the shadows can be commanded without touching them.
At what cost? They don't work.
They work as it worked. I do not know the circumstance of your uncle's negotiations with them. However, it is a historical, very real truth that they can be ruled and commanded. And I know that is a fact.
How long have you been working with Legion?
Working isn't the right word.
I'm guessing similar circumstances. How long was it I thought you got sick? But you were fine.
The illness was not as bad as it could have been. And Legion did not heal me. If it were not for you, I would not believe the shadows could heal. I do not understand how you live. They are terribly powerful. And yet, they are not all powerful. They would love us to believe it were true. But that is just one of their lies. But that does not mean that their power is not very real. And it is very clear it can be wielded because you're alive.
You weren't there. Nobody can tell me what happened. Not with any certainty.
I know you were dying, and now you stand alive. And your uncle thought it was worth the price. And strangely, I think your father thinks it was worth the price too. Because he didn't act to erase the work of the shadow. He simply looked the other way.
Can you prove to me that it's the work of the shadow?
Can you offer me another explanation? I am open that Lorcris rejected you, if what my eyes saw can be believed.
The prayer of a righteous man availeth much.
I do not doubt that.
That's my explanation.
We also know that God works through secondary means. He works through men.
And he commands them be faithful.
So far, all I know is a good woman whom I hope would have a long life is dying.
Do you think I wished less for her?
No. I have spoken to Queevendeer. Oh, there have been nights that I've stood and talked to it as hung upon the wall. And yet it has always been silent to me.
Stop. I'm getting so nervous.
As much as I loathe the shadows, at least they are not silent.
They tickle itching ears.
But they do, just like my courtiers. And like my courtiers, when I send them away, they go. And still none of this answers to the life of that dying woman.
I would wish for the life that I do not have. One where the men she loves are faithful. They trust God and do what he commands.
I think as this conversation is going, there's a point where just Carlos kind of pulls up Arthur's display and just starts fiddling with it. And I think there's a point where he closes it. This is what we're going to do. I want Queevendeer and Lorcris in this room. And while you're getting them, I'm going to go to the Fortress Palatine. It is sealed, as I understand it.
buried deep in bedrock. Only a mage will be able to extract it.
More than that. While you, as a show, that you truly are concerned about Mehru, bring what I requested here, I will go retrieve the other means. The surefire means. And if God does not will me to get through the barriers that have been placed on the wall, then we will use critical cleaving tape. We will use work. Because I pray. And I don't. I promise. And if she hates me out there, at least she's alive.
How did I know you'd say that?
And Tiberius, but he goes out.